Listo. Entonces, hoy vamos a terminar el curso Cómo funciona el Internet de Khan Academy. Vamos a ver los últimos dos videos, que son el video 5 y el 6. En el modo ya está la actividad. Entonces, el primero de los videos se llama cifrado y llaves públicas. Entonces, ¿qué es el cifrado y cómo funciona? ¿Cuántos bits tienen las claves actuales de seguridad? ¿Qué es una clave pública? ¿Qué es una clave privada? ¿Qué se tendrá que desarrollar a medida que los computadores son más rápidos? Y del sexto video, que se llama Seguridad y Delitos Informáticos, vamos a ver, pues vamos a responder, ¿cómo podría ser una guerra mundial cibernética? ¿Cómo funcionan los virus informáticos? ¿Cómo puede llegar un virus a tu computador? ¿Qué puede hacer un virus a tu computador? ¿Qué es un DDoS y qué es el phishing? Listo. Y en la última diapositiva van a encontrar los enlaces para ver el video. Empezar a ver el video número 5. Ay, espérenme que tengo más conectados. Dimmer. Listo. Vamos a empezar entonces a ver el video número 5. Cifrado y llaves públicas.
Hi, my name is Mia Gillefner. I'm majoring in computer science at UC Berkeley, and I work for the Department of Defense, where I try to keep information safe. The internet is an open and public system. We all send and receive information over shared wires and connections. But even though it's an open system, we still exchange a lot of private data. Things like credit card numbers, bank information, passwords, and emails. So how is all this private stuff kept secret? Data of any kind can be kept secret through a process known as encryption, the scrambling or changing of the message to hide the original text. Now, decryption is the process of unscrambling that message to make it readable. This is a simple idea, and people have been doing it for centuries. One of the first well-known methods of encryption was Caesar's cipher, named after Julius Caesar, a Roman general who encrypted his military commands to make sure that if a message was intercepted by enemies, they wouldn't be able to read it. Caesar's cipher is an algorithm that substitutes each letter in the original message with a letter a certain number of steps down the alphabet. If the number is something only the sender and receiver know, then it's called the key. It allows the reader to unlock the secret message. For example, if your original message is hello, then using the Caesar cipher algorithm with a key of 5, the encrypted message would be this. To decrypt the message, the recipient would simply use the key to reverse the process. But there's a big problem with Caesar cipher. Anybody can easily break or crack the encrypted message by trying every possible key. In the English alphabet, there are only 26 letters, which means you'd only need to try at most 26 keys to decrypt the message. Now, trying 26 possible keys isn't very hard. It would take at most an hour to do. So let's make it harder. Instead of shifting every letter by the same amount, let's shift each letter by a different amount. In this example, a 10-digit key shows how many positions each successive letter will be changed to encrypt a longer message. Guessing this key would be really hard. Using 10-digit encryption, there could be 10 billion possible key solutions. Obviously, that's more than any human could ever solve. It would take many centuries. But an average computer today would take just a few seconds to try all 10 billion possibilities. So in a modern world, where the bad guys are armed with computers instead of pencils, how can you encrypt messages so securely that they're too hard to crack? Now, too hard means that there are too many possibilities to compute in a reasonable amount of time. Today's secure communications are encrypted using 256 bit keys. That means a bad guy's computer that intercepts your message would need to try this many possible options until they discover the key and crack the message. Even if you had 100,000 supercomputers and each of them was able to try a million billion keys every second, it would take trillions of trillions of trillions of years to try every option, just to crack a single message protected with 256-bit encryption. Of course, computer chips get twice as fast and half the size every year or so. If that pace of exponential progress continues, today's impossible problems will be solvable just a few hundred years in the future, and 256 bits won't be enough to be safe. In fact, we've already had to increase the standard key length to keep up with the speed of computers. The good news is, using a longer key doesn't make encrypting messages much harder, but it exponentially increases the number of guesses that it would take to crack a cipher. When the sender and the receiver share the same key to scramble and unscramble a message, it's called symmetric encryption. With symmetric encryption, like Caesar's cipher, the secret key has to be agreed on ahead of time by two people in private. So that's great for people, but the internet is open and public, so it's impossible for two computers to meet in private to agree on a secret key. Instead, computers use asymmetric keys, a public key that can be exchanged with anybody and a private key that is not shared. The public key is used to encrypt data, and anybody can use it to create a secret message. But the secret can only be decrypted by a computer with access to the private key. How it works is with some math that we won't get into right now. Think of it this way. Imagine that you have a personal mailbox where anybody can deposit mail, but they need a key to do it. Now, you could make many copies of the deposit key and send one to your friend, or even just make it publicly available. Your friend, or even a stranger, can use the public key to access your deposit slot and drop a message in. But only you can open the mailbox with your private key to access all of the secret messages you've received. And you can send a secure message back to your friend by using the public deposit key to their mailbox. This way, people can exchange secure messages without ever needing to agree on a private key. Public key cryptography is the foundation of all secure messaging on the open internet, including security protocols known as SSL and TLS, which protect us when we're browsing the web. Your computer uses this today anytime you see the little lock or the letters HTTPS in your browser's address bar. This means your computer is using public key encryption to exchange data securely with the website you're on. As more and more people get on the internet, more and more private data will be transmitted, and the need to secure that data will be even more important. And as computers become faster and faster, we'll have to develop new ways to make encryption too hard for computers to break. This is what I do with my work, and it's always changing.
Listo. Este fue el primero de los videos. Ahora vamos a ver el segundo, que es sobre como las amenazas de internet, pues como de ciberseguridad.
Hi, my name is Jenny Martin, and I'm the Director of Cybersecurity Investigations at Symantec. Today, cybercrime causes huge problems for society, personally, financially, and even in matters of national security. Just in the last few years, hundreds of millions of credit card numbers have been stolen. Tens of millions of social security numbers and healthcare records were compromised. Even nuclear centrifuges have been hacked, and unmanned aerial drones have been hijacked. This is all done by exploiting vulnerabilities in hardware and software, or more often by taking advantage of unintentional decisions made by the people using the software. People committing these cybercrimes don't fit a single profile or motivation. It could be anyone from an international terrorist to a teenager competing for bragging rights. Today, the largest countries not only have a regular army, but also have a well-armed cyber army. In fact, the next world war may not be fought with traditional weapons, but with computers used to shut down national water supplies, energy grids, and transportation systems. Hi, my name is Teresa, and I'm Google's Security Princess. I've worked on a lot of different Google products in a lot of different ways to try and make our software as secure as possible. Now let's take a look at how cybercrime works under the hood. we'll learn about software viruses, denial of service attacks, and phishing scams. In biology and life, a virus is an organism that is spread by coughing, sneezing, or physical contact. Viruses work by infecting cells, injecting their genetic material, and using those cells to replicate. They can make people really sick and then spread to other people. A computer virus works a bit similarly. A virus is an executable program that gets installed, usually unintentionally, and harms a user and their computer. It's also possible for a virus to spread itself to other computers. Now, how does a virus get on your computer in the first place? There are a couple ways an attacker can infect someone's computer. They might lure a victim into installing a program with deception about the program's purpose. So, for example, a lot of viruses are disguised as security updates. It's also possible that the software on your computer has a vulnerability. So an attacker can install itself without even needing explicit permission. Once a virus is on your computer, it can steal or delete any of your files, control other programs, or even allow someone else to remotely control your computer. Using computer viruses, hackers can take over millions of computers worldwide, and then use them as a digital army, otherwise known as a botnet, to attack and take down websites. This kind of attack is called a distributed denial of service. A denial of service is when hackers overwhelm a website with too many requests. We call it a distributed denial of service when the attack comes from many computers all at once. Most websites are ready to respond to millions of requests a day, but if you hit them with billions or trillions of requests coming from different places, the computers are overloaded and stop responding. Another trick used by cyber criminals is to send large amounts of spam email in an attempt to trick people into sharing sensitive personal information. This is called a phishing scam. A phishing scam is when you get what seems like a trustworthy email asking you to log into your account, but clicking the email takes you to a fake website. If you log in anyway, you've been tricked into giving your password away. Hackers can then use your login credentials to access your real accounts, to steal information, or maybe even to steal your money. Fortunately, there are many companies, laws, and government organizations working to make the internet safer. But these efforts are not enough. You may think when a computer system gets hacked, the problem is the security design or the software. 90% of the time the system gets hacked, however, it's not because of a security bug, but because of a simple mistake made by a human. It turns out there are steps we can all take to protect ourselves. Often, your actions not only impact the security.
Acá voy a pausar un momentico porque pues en los subtítulos no están los consejos de seguridad que ella nos da. Entonces yo se los voy a traducir. El primer consejo de seguridad que ella nos da para evitar ser hackeados es usar contraseñas fuertes, verificar la autenticidad de las direcciones de las páginas web, instalar las actualizaciones de seguridad de los sistemas a menudo y no instalar software de páginas que no conozcamos porque no sean confiables. Ahora sí vamos a seguir.
Security of your own data and computer, but the security of everyone at your school, workplace, and home. With billions or trillions of dollars at stake, cyber criminals get smarter each year, and we all need to keep up.
Entonces, mire lo que nos dicen. El 90% de las veces que un sistema es hackeado es por culpa del usuario. Y hay un concepto que es un chiste de ingeniero que les voy a contar, que es sobre el modelo OSI. ¿Cuántas capas tiene el modelo OSI? ¿Quién se acuerda? Yo miro si han estado bien atentos. Me pueden activar el micrófono o me pueden escribir en el chat. Bueno, están muy participativos pues. Muy bien, Karina, 7. Entonces, por ejemplo, cuando dos personas que saben cómo funcionan los sistemas están con un tercer usuario que no sabe algo y dice que el computador está malo, que hay un problema, y uno va a mirar y resulta que el problema era el usuario, uno dice que el problema era de la capa 8 del modelo OSI. ¿Y cuál es la capa 8? Es que el usuario no sabe manipular la herramienta. Entonces, así pueden hablar en clave, ustedes que entienden, delante de un usuario que no sepa. Listo, entonces ya podemos ir a resolver las preguntas. Yo me voy a quedar acá conectada, obviamente, para resolverles las que puedan tener.